Welcome, pilots! This video is part of my guide detailing every high-security combat site. While I normally fly an Ishkur, for Angel Cartel sites I've instead chosen to fly another assault frigate called the Retribution. This ship is reasonably well suited for this site, and its escalation, Blue Pill. Combat signatures appear in your probe scanner window, and you must scan them down with probes before you can warp to them. Some combat signatures do not have a DED difficulty rating, and instead have a chance of escalating to a short story-based expedition. The Angel Hideout is a combat signature found in all systems with a security status of 0.8 and lower throughout Minmatar space. This site has a decent potential for either a faction spawn or an escalation, either of which may lead to high-value loot drops. Only up to destroyer-class ships will be allowed into the site. You will land directly on an acceleration gate, which you must activate to enter the first room of the site. The first room starts with two small groups of Angel Cartel NPCs, located quite a ways ahead near a large rock and a lookout structure. Each group consists of up to 2 frigates or corvettes. About 30 seconds after landing in the room, another group will spawn below and to the right of the gate. This group consists of up to 2 frigates and up to 2 destroyers. Shortly after this, another group will spawn above the gate on a timer, consisting of up to 3 frigates. If you linger in the room long enough, another group will spawn way off to the left, consisting of up to 2 frigates and up to 2 cruisers. The acceleration gate to the next room is locked, requiring that all NPCs in the area be destroyed. Heuristic analysis of this location indicates that destroying the Angel Drug Lab would greatly improve your odds of uncovering further illicit activity. In the second room, you'll be greeted by up to 3 frigates and 2 cruisers on the landing beacon. Another group of up to 3 frigates is way off to the left. About a minute and a half after entering the room, another group of 2 frigates spawns near the landing beacon. And about 3 minutes after entering the room, a timed spawn of 2 frigates and 2 cruisers appears way off to the left. You can actually ignore all of these NPCs and instead make a beeline for the Angel Drug Lab. Damaging the drug lab will spawn a group of 4 frigates a little ways below it. Taking out these 4 frigates has a chance of spawning a Domination NPC flying a frigate. The Domination NPC will always drop a Domination copper tag, and 1,000 rounds of Domination or Archangel small projectile ammunition. If you're lucky, it may also drop a Domination module, a Halo or Savior implant, or a single-run blueprint copy for a Dramule. Destroying the drug lab or the Domination NPC has a chance of triggering an escalation to the Blue Pill expedition. While fighting the last defenders of this hideout, you notice 3 of their ships warp out and disappear from radar. Your navigational computer has had a few minutes now to mull over the data they left and has come up with a probable destination in case you want to chase them. As with all unrated expeditions, Blue Pill will have you travel through up to 4 encounters. Each encounter may either continue to escalate or come to an end. Escalations will appear on the Exploration tab of the Agency window. For the first encounter of the Blue Pill escalation, you will land directly on a newly constructed acceleration gate guarded by a group of up to 8 Angel Cartel NPCs. If you're lucky, one of them will be a Domination frigate. This and any other Domination NPC in future Blue Pill encounters may drop a Domination module, a Halo or Savior implant, or a blueprint copy for a Dramule. Destroying the Domination NPC has a chance of escalating to the second encounter of the Blue Pill escalation. In the case there is no faction frigate on the initial warp-in, you can ignore the NPCs and simply activate the gate. A few moments after landing, you have a chance of being awarded the escalation. It seems like the weird sound once in a while coming from your left dashboard is not from the navigation computer after all. At least it seems to have calculated the whereabouts of these Angel frigates pretty accurately. Not accurately enough though, as they warp out as soon as you enter space, and your instruments come up with a best approximation for their next destination. In the room behind the acceleration gate, you'll briefly see a trio of Angel NPCs way off in the distance before they warp away. One of them is named Jols Eytur. In the second encounter of the expedition, you'll again land directly on a newly constructed acceleration gate. This time the area will be eerily empty, unless you're lucky enough to have a Domination NPC spawn as the lone defender. Destroying the Domination frigate, or in its absence taking the acceleration gate, has a chance of escalating to the third encounter of the Blue Pill Expedition. Again, you warp in too far, and the Angels slip away into space. Luckily, they leave a predictable path. Much like the last encounter, in the next room you'll briefly see a trio of Angels way off in the distance. Jols' Eytur continues to elude you. In the third encounter of the expedition, you will again land directly on a newly constructed acceleration gate guarded by a group of up to 9 Angel Cartel NPCs. This group consists of 4 destroyers and 4 advanced frigates. If you're lucky, a Domination NPC flying a frigate will be among them. Destroying the Domination NPC, or in its absence taking the acceleration gate, has a chance of escalating to the 4th and final encounter of the Blue Pill Expedition. While fighting the 2 ships you managed to catch up with, the third one got away. Your instruments give no clue as to where it was headed, but just before it vanished, you picked up a distress signal from it, containing this location. In the room behind the acceleration gate, you'll once again see Jols' Eytur way off in the distance. He once again slips away, but his escort of 2 frigates is in fighting range. In my experience, the final encounter is usually in a system with a 0.5 security rating, which is still in high security space. You'll land in a sparse asteroid field, guarded by a group of 4 frigates and 6 destroyers. Taking out the destroyers spawns a new group of 3 frigates. Destroying this new group of frigates causes Jols' Eytur to spawn. Destroying Jols will prompt the closing message of the expedition. Obviously, the distress signal made it through to the intended recipients. This was quite a reception. In any case, there are a bit fewer drug runners in space after this encounter. Jols' Eytur may drop 1 or more Dread Guristas or Gisty C-type Dead Space modules, or a blueprint copy for a Dramule. A ship like the Retribution, fit with beam lasers, will run the Angel Hideout in a little over 4 minutes. For newer Minmatar pilots, a slasher fit with artillery cannons, or a breacher fit with light missiles will do reasonably well. Because the entry gate is restricted to destroyer-class ships, tactical destroyers are likely the best fit for this site. While recording the footage for this video series, I kept track of the loot drops for 20 Angel Hideout sites. Over this period, 4 of these spawned a Domination pirate, and 9 escalated to the Blue Pill Expedition. Of the 4 Domination NPCs that spawned in the Angel Hideout site itself, 2 dropped something beyond the faction ammo and tag. The best result was a mid-grade Halo Epsilon implant, which is among the highest value items that can drop. The Blue Pill Expedition can escalate up to 4 times, and each encounter has a chance of spawning a Domination frigate. The faction spawn is guaranteed if you make it to the final encounter. Through my 9 escalations, I had a total of 23 encounters. 16 of these had a faction spawn, 4 of which dropped items beyond the faction ammo and tag. In my case, the highest value was a Domination gyro stabilizer. Stay tuned to Riley Entertainment for more EVE Online combat site guides. In high-security Minmatar space, you can also probe down other unrated sites like the Angel Lookout, Watch, or Vigil. Other NPC pirates include Rogue Drones, the Serpentis, Guristas, Blood Raiders, and Sancha's Nation. My journey to host a complete set of combat site video guides began in 2020 with a similar 13-part series for Serpentis combat sites. More recently, I completed a similar guide for high-security Guristas combat sites. If you find yourself in Galent or Caldari space, you can check out those videos right now. If you're curious about fitting assault frigates for combat site exploration, you can check out the gaming section of my website over at RileyEntertainment.com. Thanks for making it to the very end, and smash that like button if you enjoy my content.